Hello everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Welcome. Have you ever had the situation where you're inspired to make an embellishment for your junk journal, but you don't have a junk journal created yet to put it in? So here's a quick and easy idea to help you get through that little part so you can still keep creating, carry on, move forward. Okay, so especially when it's an embellishment that needs a page or a page-like thing in order to function in your junk journal. Okay, so I made this one little thing. It's a very easy concept, and I'm going to show you how I make it. But the whole concept is you just make a base for it, and then you can adhere or attach this to a page later. So this little concept is basically just a little flipperoo here, very easy. And but the thing is, let's say I didn't have a junk journal. I could still make this and then put it in my junk journal later. So you can still have fun. The fun never needs to stop. It can just keep rolling. That's, I guess, my main message today. Don't let anything stop you, even if you don't have a junk journal yet. Okay, so let's make one of these guys. It's very easy. Let me see if you're low enough. No, okay, I need to move my chair up there. Oh my gosh, my chair just fell apart. Hold on. They just do not make garage sale finds like they used to. You know what I mean? Things just spring off when you least expect it. Okay, everything is well. Something just came unscrewed. I put it back on. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and just make this little guy. This guy I'm still working on, and he's coming along. He's almost done. Okay. This guy is a very easy concept. So basically, I just took a piece of paper. This was printer paper that I had dyed. Is this as big? Yeah, the same size. So basically, I just, folded a piece of paper. I've just basically cut out a piece of paper that would fit onto most pages. If you need to know what size this is, it's about 5 7/8 by 4 1/4-ish. Okay, and took one piece of paper, folded it in quarters, and just cut it apart. I didn't measure correctly, so I ended up with some oddball sizes. That happens. You know what I mean? Okay. So I already have one cut out. Look at me, I'm all ready and everything. Okay, so this, I thought it would be fun to play with some cards. This is an easy concept if you've never seen it. These little ideas are kind of cute to add to your junk journals. Let me bring in a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, all right, so basically we're just going to mirror this concept over here. So this goes flip, 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 and flip. Okay, like that. And then I put some little writing areas on the back here. Plus there's all this extra writing area. Look at the boost to the writing area in any journal. Okay, so the basic concept is they have to go behind. Okay, let's try and maybe put these in a logical order. I didn't do that here. I don't know. I just wasn't thinking. This time, you don't have to have a logical order. I just happen to grab these cards, and I like the nice aged front of the cards, very yellowed and aged, and probably some old smoker's poker card set or something. Not that excited on the back, so I thought I would cover those. And this is going to be how it's going to lay down. So what I'm going to do, this is super easy little way to do this, and you can use a couple different things. I'm going to use some tape and some glue. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to cut 4 pieces approximately the same length, almost as long as your cards, but not quite. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to stick them on the side of my printer. You can make them precisely the same length. I'm not really measuring here because you look at them individually as you flip them over, so I don't think they have to be exactly the same size. But if you want to make them exactly the same size, that's fine. Okay, here we go. And I would recommend maybe putting the top one down first and going from there. So what I did was, you probably need a little reinforcement glue here because the stickiness of washi tape is not quite strong enough to last through a couple of flips. So you want to add either, I'm going to use Fabrifix, clear silicone glue, fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper, or my favorite glue stick, Scotch Create glue stick. These are just the ones I use and I like. And I'm going to do finger smear. Okay. Now I'm going to look at my card. Now remember, your cards are going to be upright no matter which way you put it because they're cards. they're designed to do that. But remember the back side, if you're not going to cover that, you may want to be mindful to keep that the right way oriented, you know, so it's normal when it's looking at you. Okay, looking at this side, turning it over. On the right side, I'm going to put half of this here. Okay. And you notice how you don't see any hinging? Yeah. That is part of this design. It's just like a little fun thing. It's not a biggie. All right, so now you want to get close to the edge. Can you see? Okay. Close to the edge. And just place this where you would want the first one to go. And you're going to have a second or two to reorient and remeasure. Okay? Because, not remeasure, but just because you fold it down once like that and you think everything is perfectly aligned, it may not be. And here's when it goes awry. Okay, and now you got to test, right? You got to fold it over this way, and you're going to want to do this. You're going to want to push it down, but I can already see it's off a little bit. See, it's farther that way than this way. So then you want to come back over here in the place you want it to be, and then fold it down again until this is your home. This is where you will live. This is how I want you to be adhered forevermore. So make sure you do that part, because they will go awry. Okay, otherwise known as wonky pants. Okay, and now we're moving on to Mrs. Card here, and let's say we are going to try Scotch Crate glue stick this time. Okay, and I'm just going to do the thumb technique with this one. So whatever you have on hand, most glues will work in this case, not a big deal, but we are doing some flipping. Okay, so now kind of know where you would like it to be. Would you like it to be here? I would like it to be there. Yes, that's very good. Okay, so you kind of have an idea. Keep your eye on it. Okay, it's kind of like there. That's sort of right. Okay, now I totally lost that because I picked it up. Okay, so now I'm going to put this one back where it should be. Okay, putting you down where you need to belong. Okay, okay, now about here. Okay. So now we're going to try it out. Flip it over. Okay, now we need to adjust to go square. You can kind of see it with your eye. And then fold into the place we want you to be. Okay, now let's just check everybody's still going to fit using the same approximation of distancing. You can kind of see how much club shows. And that's kind of going to be where we're going to go. Okay, so let's get Mr. number 3 in place. Oh, we already have a piece. Don't do that, Pam. I'm going to use my Fabrifix on this one. They'll both give you like a second or two, either glue to readjust, reorient. And that's pretty wet there, baby. You just really gummed that baby up, didn't you? Okay, there. Smearing it will help reduce that a little bit. Okay, so now you are there. Now you are here. Okay, so okay, let me turn you over, put this on. Okay, so I have to be ready. And we'll go about there. Okay, so now we've got to test that one, make sure it's in there right. We may have to readjust, I have a feeling. Okay. You can also watch the slope here, make those even. That will help you guide where to put the next one. Okay, flip. Flip, come on. Oh, Daddy, where are you? There you are. Okay, we've got everybody in place. Maybe I need to move him over a little bit more. Okay, move over, Pam. You did it too close. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's okay. It's okay. All right, try it there. You got to make sure that there's no... You come back here and you roll your glue off before it dries, and then you're good to go. Okay. Doop. All right. Oh, crooked. All right, straighten. Straighten. You still have a second. Okay. All right. Oh, where are you going? Stay still. Stay still. Oh, hoggly woggly all over the place here. I think I'm going to put an extra piece down here because he wants. I feel like he wants to run around. I used the Fabrifix there. Okay, let me try the Scotch Crate glue stick. You can come in there and put an extra piece just to be sure if it feels like it maybe wants to migrate where you don't want it to go. You can put more down. Can even align the lines there. So very good. You can't even tell there's 2 pieces of washi tape there. Okay. Now, let's fold you back over. Make sure you're working. You are working. Everything is good. Okay, straighten you out a little bit. Straighten you out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, push you down, push you down. Oh, they have moved the king. All right, here we go. Flip. And number 9, we're going to come in with the big 9s in the end. All right, let me try the Scotch Create glue stick. That seems to work really well here. Flip it over, put this here, half and half, and then I need to eyeball this. And so you have this little cascade going. All right. And this one will be about there. Oops. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, sorry, about there. Did I get in a good spot? Let's see. Okay. 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 All right, those are all good. All right, so now we have to do the test flip here. Don't forget your test flip. See it? See when? Yeah. See how everything moved? My glue completely moved here. Let me reorient this. I'm keeping my card in the same place. Reorienting my glue, removing any gluage that shouldn't be there. Let's see if it all works now. Oh, now my card looks crooked. See that? They do migrate on you. They migrate a little, let me tell you. Okay, but once they adhere, listen, Mr. King, are you floppy pants on me? If you're floppy pants, you're getting another piece of washi tape. Maybe he needs a little more anchorage at the bottom and the top. Maybe you don't even need all this. Let's just try a little wee bit. Just a little incentive. This is incentive shellac. You shall stay here. Yeah. Okay. Just going a little further north. Okay. And then maybe a little further south. Since he is the grand band leader on the outside, I want to make sure that he's anchored nicely. Okay. All right. So there we go. And then you can decide what to do with the shape of your border. And I was just playing with it. I was just having some fun. So on the prototype, and the original one, the one of Grand Experiment, I did a little punch and a little swirly draw and some inking. So let's do the punch. So let me do a different punch this time. This is just one of these. This is a Fiskar punch. Okay. Okay. How do we do? Oh, I like that. Yeah, that came out nicely. All right, I like that. And then we'll do that. And it also rounds the corner and punches that little flower. Okay. Now, maybe I want it to be all rounded. I rounded all the corners there, so and I left my little corner punch out so I would have it easily, there it is, accessible. So we can do this. We're not done yet though. We're going to do the backs of these as well. So this is a really simple project, but you can make a bunch of these up easily using some cards. Maybe you like the backs of the cards better, and you could have all the backs facing you, or you could cover the cards in some fun stuff. That would be cool too. But cards have a lot of anchor memories for people, so they're nice things to use in your junk journals because they mean a lot to a lot of people. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So what I used here on the back was I just took a page out of another journal, an old journal, and I just decided to cut it in quarters, get rid of the little rough edge, and then just go from there to see what exactly fit. So let me just do a little size measurement thingy here. Okay, I'm going to trim this connected side off. I'm going to trim this side off, trim this side off. Okay, and then I want to go to about here and about here. Okay, let me just trim that on my guillotine. Hold on, I'm right here. Trimming off the side. Okay, then trimming off the bottom, which I have now just removed the dot. That was wonderful. That was brilliant, Pam. That was fascinating. Could you please show us that again with your wizardry? Yeah, sure. Okay, these are too long. I know, but I'm just going to see how they fit. They do fit very well. And let me do the old folderoo where I would like you to be. And then we will snip this off. You know, crafting is some kind of a sort of a feel your way sort of thing. you know, you get going and you have an idea, and next thing you know, you're doing something completely different. That happens all the time, and that's a good thing. Just follow it. Just have fun with it. And, you know, take the pressure off yourself to perform. Just, you know, sometimes we get really heavy-hearted about, oh, these are going to be Christmas presents. I'm going to give these as Christmas presents. Therefore, they will be judged harshly in the family world. But let's face it, did you not just love when, you know, Auntie Ethel gave you something she handmade, and you treasured it? And it didn't have to be perfect. I mean, you loved it because you knew she spent time on it, and that meant she loved you. And that is where all the glory lives. Now, if you come out with something that looks great, hey, that's just bonus. That's icing on the cake. So don't worry so much. It's okay. Everything is all right. There really is something inherently beautiful about, who moved my daubers? The struggle in the design, the lack of perfection with the handmade object. It makes it seem more handmade, actually. When things look like they came out of a machine, they were just spit out or extruded or popped out. I mean, that's, you know, it's kind of nice to know somebody fussed on something just for you. Yeah, there's something special about that. So I just inked these. I think okay, this, what is it? It's a walnut stain, distress ink. Can't really read that, but that's what it is. It's a color. And I accidentally dunked in my black ones, black soot. So there's a little combo. We have a little cross-pollination of a nice blacky brown. It was not intended initially, but it happened, and we are rolling with it, as we do. Yeah. Oh, we have Sunbun here. Yes, we do. He might have to say a few words. Do you have anything to say? I do. I have a little something to say. Okay. Well, can you wait till the end? I can wait. No, you carry on, Mom. Craft. Okay. I'm sleeping. He went for a walk with Papa this morning, and they went to the coffee shop this morning, and life has been just a grand day. It's starting to get really hot, like blistering hot here in Florida in the midday, so we try and like do our going out things in the early morning or early evening because it is hot as blazes right now. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these down here. And you can do more fun things. Maybe we'll do more fun things to that. We're just not finished with all of our fun things. Okay, probably most important is just stay close to the edges and then put a little in the middle. You don't have to be right at the edge with these because it will fan out as you press it down. Okay, number 2. And this is just you can do this with any concept in your junk journals if you want to, if you need a page or a solid base to create something like this type of, you know, cascade technique, then you can definitely mount it on a base to put it in. That's really the take-home kicker here. No rocket science, but I just didn't want anybody to get stuck thinking like because you don't have your junk journal constructed yet, you can't make anything that needs a base page. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And there are other ways to do it too. You can make extended pages, or you can glue on a whole page in your junk journal. Like a million things you can do, but this is just one to get you started, just to get you pushed off the shore and into the grand waters of creation. That's all we're talking about. Yep. All right, there we go. Okay, there. All right, so now what did I do next? I inked around this. See, it does get more sturdy with time. As the glue adheres, it's not running around so much. It's like, okay, we sort of get it. Let me rearrange that 9 a little bit. And if you see one like going off on a journey on its own, you just tell it where to go and how to get there. Right back from whence you came. That's right. That's right. Right back from whence you came. And these are easy to make a bunch at once. And sometimes the simplicity of the actual item itself is enough in the design to present itself. You don't always have to alter everything. Paperclip can just be a paperclip. Playing card can just be a playing card. I mean, those are cool things. Those are cool little bits of life, as we all know them, have experienced them. And, you know, I remember going to the office with my mom when she had a little office in the back of the shoe store, and they, you know, all the stationery supplies would be back there, and I would be back there for hours playing with paper clips and the bulldog clip, you know, name it. I was playing with it. There was a lot of fun going on. Okay, we're zooming in for a little drama and excitement and close-up action. I'm going to now just put a little personal art in there. Nothing fancy, nothing big, but just something for fun. Making it a little bit more personal. This is a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, black, $1.99. Yeah. Okay. There we go. It looks like a marker with a small tip. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. So this is what I did. It wasn't anything fancy. It was just a swirl with some flowers and berries. Okay. So what did we do? We just did started with a swirl. Made another swirl. It's not even perfect. That's okay. That's part of its charm. And then out of this swirl came some flowers. Okay. And then we had some berries here. Basically like a little Zentangle sort of design. Just filling up the blank space. You don't have to do this. This is optional. But if you feel like an area needs something more, you don't always have to go dramatic. Sometimes you can personalize it. Don't be afraid to personalize. Don't be afraid to make it look like you hand drew something. It's okay. For some reason, that gets relegated into this bucket of, oh no, I could never do that. That looks like I drew it by hand. How awful is that? No, no, no. That's wonderful, because that gives it more of a personalized, somebody actually really made this experience. Don't be afraid of that. That's what I'm saying. And if you really don't like the way it turned out, cover it up. That's all you do. Cover it up. Okay. So that, I think, is what we did with the first one. What's going on? Oh yeah, it's upside down. See, sometimes it's hard to tell. But if you want to do more drama, you could actually take your little design and carry it on forward. Let's see, I could do there at the top of every one of these. That would be cute, like a little starter swirl or something. I don't know. Just kind of fun. Just a little design, a little repeating design. There we go. Just a little bit more. You're not rushing. You're just goofing around with your stuff, and you're just like, oh, one more little thing. You know how we do? Yeah. Well, I just want to add one more little thing. Why do you have a funny voice? You really sound odd today, let me tell you. Sally. Okay. Zooming out. All right, so that's it. So when it comes time to put it in the journal, you would just take up any old page. Now you could put it on a plain page. Okay, maybe back you up a little bit more so you can see the whole thing. I can do this. Yeah. Oh, it's too far. There we are. Right there. Okay. Zoom, zoom. You could put it on a plain page. Very nice. You can also put these, if you have a solid base, you can put it on a decorated page. So let's just show you what it looks like on different pages. Very plain pages. Oh, here's a decorated page. Okay. I kind of like the way that looks on the decorated page. So if I was going to... oh, is that wallpaper? No, that's a letter from 1954. Okay, just wondering. I think I might glue this right down here. Now, you have other options here as well. You can totally glue this whole base down, and this will be your operational functional thing, which is what I'm going to do. But you could also glue here, here, and here, and this could be a pocket, or you could glue the top and the bottom, and you could stuff things in here behind it, and that could be a belly band. I mean, you have a whirlwind of possibilities. A whirlwind. All right, okay, going around. I like to do the X, and then the circle takes it home to town, to the center of town. Yes. Okay, and we're putting that down. We are, because you know why? We have a journal. That's right, we have a journal. That's right. And there is one page. Now, I'm going to close the journal to give it that squeezer, the squeezer, and that's going to help mount that on very well. Let's see if I can find it again. Wherever time was. Oh my God, we got lots of time. Oh, there it is. There, look at that. You can kind of tell there is something that you can do. You can just sort of, I can tell there's something I can do here. Yeah, it's an active, explorative, participatory page. Yes, and you can decorate more around if you like, but that is that. So remember, you do have ways to create and do those things. Now, I know I'm just sitting here. I have 2 more cards. What can I do? What you could do, like, let's say, this is just not a fun thing. This is like a nothing, but it's a fun thing. You could use a card also for a corner tuck. Maybe you just want to use the card itself because it looks really cool against the background, and that's kind of neat. So you would just glue it on the back here and here. Easy to do, right? You could also do it at the top or at the bottom. You could make a U-shaped thing, or you could do it something a little funky. Like you could take these 2, and where's my tiny, I want to say my Tiny Tim stapler, but it's not a Tiny Tim stapler. It's a Tiny Attacher by Tim Holtz, which is just a small stapler. But if you put these on an angle like that, that's kind of cool, right? And then you mask hide the staple somewhere in the design, so you can't really see it. It's no big deal. But you can make a pocket like that, and then you could put things in there. Let's see if that's the right page. I want to put something on. No, oh, maybe here, that would be nice. And you can also do it from the top down. That would be nice too. I think maybe I'm going to do that. I like that right there, actually. I'll probably do more with that design. You could also do it here, and you could do a tuck-in. But I just wanted to show you that you can put cards together in different ways. They don't just have to always be one card. You can layer cards and do different things with cards. Let me see if I find a different... You have to check with that stuff, you know. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? I remember doing that. It was fun. Loaded a pop-up. Okay, gotta do some more pop-ups. Flipping through. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think it's going to be there. That I believe is Script in Bloom. I think so. And this is Butterfly Oasis. I think so. Those are some signature page Digikits that I have. If you're looking for anything like that. But here we go. This one. The idea is the glue here, and then maybe a little glue to here. Okay. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to orient it. All right, like that. There we go. And I'm down. And I'm just going to leave that be. I'm just going to leave you be. And I'm going to go away, and then I'm going to come back another day and put something wonderful inside of you. Okay, so there you go, folks. I hope you had fun. Just a quickie little fun tip today. No rocket science, but all is well. If you haven't signed up for my free monthly email newsletter, make sure you do, because you get a free digital image along with a whole bunch of other fun stuff every month. And if you haven't heard, I have a special going on this month. It is for, of course, again, I don't have the example. It's upstairs. Why don't I bring it down? If you buy a FUNDLE, which is a collection of old and interesting and unique papers to make junk journals with, old ledger, checks, receipts, postcards, hand-dyed papers, unique and interesting vintage and antique book pages, all sorts of stuff, 100 plus, free priority shipping, mailed to you. You get a free digital, a Digikit included with your FUNDLE this month for June of 2022. That's right. You're going to get it automatically included. You don't need to use a code. You don't need to use a special password or anything like that. You just go to my Etsy shop and you buy a FUNDLE. And so I think probably an easy way to find my FUNDLEs in Etsy is just type in FUNDLE, and it hopefully should come up. Etsy, I've been learning a little bit more about Etsy, and Etsy is truly a search engine and less of a shop for people. So in other words, it's not that easy to find somebody's main page for their shop. It takes an act of God. Either you need the actual link to their main shop page, or you're typing a bunch of things like Paper Outpost shop, the Paper Outpost, Paper Outpost all is one word, the Paper Outpost all is one word with the first letter, everything capitalized. You may or you may not find, you probably will not find my main page. You will find maybe some of the things that I make and mixed in with a bunch of other people's stuff, and that's because Etsy is a search engine. And it's just going to pull similar things together and show you everything. So be very careful when you purchase anything from anybody on Etsy that you're actually purchasing from the person you want to purchase from. So look for their name, like the Paper Outpost in the bottom left corner underneath the picture. That's going to mean that's from my shop. Click, if you want to actually go to my shop, you can click on the actual word, the Paper Outpost in the corner there, and hopefully that will take you to the shop. But if that doesn't take you to the shop, you can go click on the item, it'll take you to the items page, and then when I'm looking at it on my computer anyway, it might look different on the phone, but basically the right half of the page, near the top, you're going to see the name, the Paper Outpost again. If you click on that, then you will finally, after much effort, be actually taken to the main page of the shop. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're Etsy sellers out there, almost consider giving up on trying to get people to land on your main shop. It's not easy, it's difficult, it's cumbersome, it's hard for people to find, so kind of just absorb that. And but help your people, help guide them to how they can find your shop if they want to see all of your stuff, or just have good links so they can find your stuff, because it is a search engine. It is not a website. Okay, it's a search engine. Etsy does have something called Pattern, which they will make your own. You can make your own website with certain constrictions, restrictions, limitations. But if you only want to see Paper Outpost stuff, I did construct a Pattern Etsy shop website so that you only see my stuff. And I wanted to make it easy for you. So if you just type in, like in your Google browse search thingy, www.thepaperoutpost.com. So it's www.thepaperoutpost.com. It will automatically take you to my Pattern Etsy website. And why I constructed that was, not only can you see only my stuff if you only want to look at my stuff, but it's an easy to remember link, and well, we'll see how it goes from there, but that's actually what that is. So if anybody has wondered or questioned, like, why does she have an Etsy shop and then an Etsy shop, two separate links? One is regular traditional Etsy, where you're just looking at the search engine of Etsy, pulling everything up that seems similar to whatever you put in the search field. The other one is a dedicated Etsy website shop for me. Anybody can get a pattern site, but so I set one up for the Paper Outpost. So it's www.thepaperoutpost.com. will take you right to that site. Okay. Now, the nice thing about it is it uses all the regular payment profiles that Etsy does. So if you want to use any of the normal forms of payment, it's at all Etsy behind the scenes in the background. You get all the safeties and securities and comfort of being on Etsy. If you want to use that, I think it's called Klarma, and do the 4 payment breakdown, something like that. That is in there as well as an option. So all your options are available to you for payment just as they are on Etsy. The only difference is you're either just looking at my stuff or you're looking at a mix of stuff that was pulled from the search engine of Etsy. So that's why there's 2 links there below in my videos when you see Etsy shop, something like that. So enough of that blabble and blither. But what else can I tell you? I can't remember what I told you already. I have an Etsy shop. You know that already now. I have an Amazon shop, which if you're looking for favorite tools and supplies that you see me use often, you can find the links in there. And I have a tools section, favorite tools and supplies section. I have a book section, which holds interesting books that a junk journaler might like to use or learn about, to look for in other locations. Maybe they can find the books for less money. But remember, Amazon was a bookseller first before they were regular everything else. It'll give you the picture of the book, the publisher, the ISBN, like all that stuff. If to find a book out there, it's going to give you that if you're looking for the information. Plus, I think a lot of them, they'll show new and used, and you can collect. You can research. What is the best option for you. I would say most of the things I prefer to buy used, because I like vintage, I like old, I like worn, I like worn down. Now, some things like sticker books, maybe I don't want used because I want the fresh stickers. I don't know if somebody's already been in there and pulled out half the stickers. Maybe I want a fresh sticker book. So there's Edith Holden and Sears and Roebuck's old catalogs and reproduction catalogs and all sorts of fun stuff. But a neat thing to explore There's also craft storage idea section and Sonny's favorites, which are his favorite pet supply section. And I also have a merchandise shop if you're looking for, if you like the phrase create with reckless abandon and you're looking for a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or mug or something like that. You can find it right there. Maybe you'd like to get it for yourself or for a friend. And I have a podcast, if I didn't mention that. I love to talk about junk journals and anything related to junk journals, paper crafting, life of a crafter, and answering your crafty questions. And all my links are down below the videos. You can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. I do say all of this. I try and put it at the end of my video so it's not too cumbersome and like sale. I know. So I try to slide it all at the end to be the least invasive and the least intrusive. But because there are new people signing up all the time, they don't necessarily know about all these little details, so I present them here so everybody has a fair shot and a fair chance to learn all about the many things that are happening here at the Paper Outpost. So I hope that explains why I go through all this. Also, I know it's a little bit cumbersome to have not only one Etsy shop basically, but two Etsy shops or two Etsy links, a separate Amazon shop, a separate merchandise shop, a separate newsletter, all these separate social media platforms. My dream is to one day coalesce or bring everything together and have one main place where you can come. I'm not there yet. I'm working on it. Just know that's in the cooker and will be coming soon one day to you. And I want everything to be easy for you. If I can remove steps, I think that's good. I like to do that in my crafting, or if I can remove steps, I will. And also if you're trying to find something quickly and easily, if you want to find a video easily, if you want to find how to sign up for the newsletter easily, I want there to be an easy place for everybody to go to find that stuff. So working on it. It's in the cooker. It's still in my head. Anyway, I hope you're having an awesome... Oh, so I hate... Hello? Hello? Did you kind of forget about me? I have something to say. Can you please... Mother? Mother, you're making sure my hair is right. Mother, step aside. I am taking the mic now. Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. I've missed you. Oh, I've been busy. Yeah, I've been going to the park, and I was doing my swimming lessons, and I had my first taste of pesto, yeah, the other night. Okay, it was only one strand, well, it was maybe two strands of pasta, but that was it, and it was fabulous. I absolutely loved it. I'm sure it's not good for me, so Mom said I could only have that, and that was all, but I could smell it, and I asked politely, and I put my paws on her ankle, and I like nudged with my nose, and I gave her the absolute, what we call the white steel look. I'll try to give it to you now. Huh? Mom, please, if you have mercy in your heart, please give me some of your lunch. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, I have different forms, and I pull them out at different times. That's the way it goes. All right, love y'all. Bye. Okay, thank you, Sonny. So that's your tactic, is it? You little sneaky. Now I'm on to him. Okay. He's been white stealing me. Yep. All right, everybody. Take care. Have an awesome day. Happy crafting. Remember that fun can be simple. Create with reckless abandon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.